Good morning, welcome back to Breakfast Television. Parenting expert Alyson Schafer joining us as we're talking a little bit about how you can get some firsthand, get your questions answered tonight at Masonic Center. The info is already at breakfasttelevision.ca, and we've already got a whole bunch of people asking questions for you. So we'll go through as many as we can.
Love helping parents.
Debbie Bocage says, thank you, Debbie. What do you do when a 22-month-old throws a fit, throws things, and or himself on the floor and then hurts himself?
Yeah, the head banging she was concerned about.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that a young child of that age does not have enough strength or body weight to actually injure themselves to the point of concussion or where it would be problematic, believe it or not.
Okay.
So what that means is that they are experimenting with behaviors, they're showing protest, but if mom interrupts that process, the child learns, if I want to get my way, all I got to do is start banging my head on the floor. So the best thing to do actually is to completely ignore it. You can rub their little back after they have their hissy fit, say, I'm sorry you're upset, come talk to me in your car, and walk away. So they have the right to be upset, but you also have the right to not be bothered by it. And when they realize, why am I banging my head if I'm not going to get my cookie or I'm not going to get what I want, they will abandon the behavior when it loses its usefulness. But I still always say when it comes to a tantrum, you got to rewind and say, what happened that set off that tantrum? Because that's the thing that the child feels is so unjust. And usually it's something that we are doing inconsistently. It's usually like sometimes I get a cookie and sometimes I don't. Sometimes you let me walk and other times you pick me up. Or I ask to get picked up and sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. So it's our inconsistency that usually ends up triggering those little tantrums in kids. So be consistent.
Ignore it and look for the trigger.
Yeah.
Okay, Allison's saying that how do you discipline children young 5 and under so they understand what's right and wrong to help them improve for the future? This is a kid who needs some guidance but may not understand that.
Right. So under 5, kids are experiential learners. They actually learn from what you do, not from what you say. So we don't need to be giving all the, like, get off the couch, get off the couch, get off the couch, get off. We need to walk over, pick them up, and put them off the couch, right? Another great tool is what we call logical consequences. It's a way of tying freedoms and responsibilities together. Okay. So you can say, you know what, you need to stay off the couch. If you can't be in this room and keep your feet off the couch, then this room will be no longer available for playing. They get up on the couch and say, I see you can't use this room today. Take them down, put them in a different room. So now they start seeing I'm free to make choices. Right. Different choices have different outcomes. And if I don't handle responsibilities, then I lose my freedoms. And that's the way life works. Okay,
I think we've got time for one more. Heather's saying, my 2-year-old son started freaking out at bedtime, won't stay in bed, runs to the door, kicks, screams for cries for hours. He wakes up at least 5 times a night. Is there any hope for Heather?
Is there any hope?
Because
I hope every other mother who says, like, that's my kid. That's my kid too. That's such a common issue that kids do not want to go to bed. And a lot of times it's because, they still would like to socialize with you, and who wouldn't? We're social creatures. Sure. So if you learn that when you, normally wake up, and we all do, we have sleep cycles in the night. If you learn that when you peak your sleep, instead of rolling over and going back to sleep, if you call out and mom comes and says, why? What's wrong? You basically get another tuck-in. You get a little visit in the middle of the night. Okay. So kids actually learn to wake themselves, and it happens pre-consciously. So part of, again, deciding what we're going to do differently is that we're going to withdraw our socializing in the evening. If the kids learn in the night there is no one there until 7 o'clock in the morning, again, it loses the usefulness of calling out in the middle of the night. So I would suggest at tuck-in time, say, you know what? If you wake up in the night, then this is how you need to soothe yourself. And you can teach them kids how to soothe. Sure. Suck your thumb, grab your little pillow, get back in your sleep position. Do you sleep on your tummy or your side? Get yourself back to sleep, but I will see you in the morning. I'll trust you to manage this. So we got to stop coming in and being the soother for them. They need to self-soothe themselves back to sleep, and believe they'll stop.
Sadly, to all parents' realizations there, everything you just discussed is changes that I have to make.
I know.
They have to make, but that's a big part of it.
Well, it's a good part of it because you can decide to do something differently. I, on the other hand, cannot make you do anything. So it actually gives you more power when you can make change by doing something different yourself. Okay,
if you've got more questions, and gosh knows you do, simple as this, we'll put all of Allison's information on breakfasttelevision.ca, or you can catch her tonight with Honey, I Wrecked the Kids starting at 7:30 at the Masonic Center. All that info on breakfasttelevision.ca. A pleasure.
Great,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my pleasure.
Going to take a break, still plenty to come today on BT. All right, now,